Today we're going to be reviewing a right winger from the UEFA Europa League road to the knockout stage. It's going to be Hadj-Moussa, who is from Eredivisie. He's playing for Feyenoord and from Algeria. It's actually probably, I would say, a card that goes under the radar of many. He's only 11,000 coins, so not many people are probably going to be looking for him as a key signing, but I do think he is a very interesting card. Something he has a great deal with is his actual dribbling stats. His dribbling was incredible. So yeah, let's go through, break it down, talk about the card in detail, and I think it's actually a pretty good value card, and a few things that he has maybe where other players don't. So let's get right into it. Starting off with his main card here, his base card, 85 rated. He obviously can get upgrades as well in terms of the upgrade path. If his club gets 7 points in the next 4, he'll get a +1 upgrade. If he gets 1 appearance in the wins, he'll get a playstyle and a role plus. If he gets a goal or an assist in the next 4 matches, he'll get a playstyle plus. And also other things like, you know, 1 club goal, gets overall. So his card can also improve a little bit more, which is also nice to see to keep up with the meta. Right now, for 11,000 coins, he's a really interesting card for me because I think he'll be a great addition to your gauntlet squad. If you're going for a bit of a hybrid, I really feel like you can make this card work a little bit, especially if you're going for maybe first owner or a cheap squad, something like that. I think he's a good gauntlet player. He won't go in my main team for sure, but I can see why he's a good right winger. So starting off with his pros. Dribbling. His dribbling is by far his best attribute, okay? His actual base card has a phenomenal dribbling stat with 93 dribbling. He has 890 for agility, 88 balance, 80 for reaction, 92 ball control, but his actual dribbling is insane, 96. I haven't seen a lot of cards with that much dribbling, if any. 96 base dribbling is incredible. He's also 5'9". The reason why his height's important is because if he has high dribbling but he's also quite tall, sometimes it can feel a bit clunky, but it's not like that. This card is actually good because he's fairly small and his dribbling is really high. So it's kind of like a Mahrez, Messi in terms of the actual dribbling. It's going to be nice, it's going to be really precise, and you're not going to feel very clunky with him. So I do think his dribbling is excellent. In terms of his dribbling as well, he also has a trickster playstyle, which is really nice to do some skill moves out wide. He doesn't really have any dribbling playstyles besides that. Actually, his first touch, which I wouldn't really count. I know it's under ball control, but for me, first touch is, I guess it kind of does count for dribbling because you get the ball. Yeah, sure. So he has first touch and trickster, which is nice for dribbling. He also has quick step. I think quick step is really good because he then is faster on the ball as well. So you just have a good range of different dribbling. You can do agile dribbling, you can do R1, L1. You can just do a little bit of left stick dribbling as well. He has a good range on him. As well as that, he has a 5-star skill move. So that's definitely the next pro. It's his skill move. I'm going to actually have a look at what other cards have a 5-star skill move because it's something that's not too common. So let me have a look here on FootGG and just see who else has a 5-star skill move while we're kind of talking about this. So yeah, when I look through just that 5-star skill moves, off the break here, I'm looking at right winger. There's not many options, so this is another one. If you're a skillful player, you now have somebody. So I'm looking at right wings, and there's a couple of good players with 5-star skill moves for sure, but there isn't like hundreds, right? There's a decent amount of players, but for a special card as well, he's someone that I think stands out a little bit because if you're looking at the upper echelon of players, it's going to be like the Rashford SBC, the Lauren James. You're going to have your Hansons, your Dabinas, your Dembeles, but they're getting a little bit more money. But for 10,000 coins, you have someone with 93 dribbling and 5-star skills. I think if you're a really good skillful player on the wing, you can definitely make this card really useful for you. So yeah, I think his biggest attributes are by far his dribbling and his skill move. And another pro I wrote was just his good range of playstyles. I think he has a good range of playstyles to kind of cover across. So starting with his shooting, he is a game changer. I personally like the game changer because it adds a trivela shot. So with someone like this card, you can use him on the right. If you tuck in with your left foot, you can finesse, right? So you're going to go far post, you can easily finesse, not a problem. Or near post, you can use a trivela. And I think that's a really good range of shooting, so I'm happy with that. Passing. If I had to choose any passing playstyle for someone like this card, it would definitely be incisive. I think if you can kind of get him tucked in, it'll be incisive just to kind of get those, those little through balls in. Incisive is one of my favorite passing playstyles for attacking players, so incisive is really good. Then you have his ball control. Like I said, I would prefer maybe rapid, maybe technical, but he still has first touch and trickster, so he still has some good playstyles. And then he also has quick step as well. So I just feel like he has a good range of playstyles. He doesn't have any playstyle pluses, unfortunately, but in terms of base playstyles, you know, he's actually got a pretty decent selection, so I definitely think his playstyles are quite nice to have. But you know, I'm not comparing him to the top tier players. He's only 11,000 coins, right? So it's still a good card for the value of money. In terms of cons, I did write his passing, his overall passing. He does have incisive, which helps him a little bit, but his overall passing, you know, his long passing is only 70, his short passing is only 80, so you can't really string those passes together. You know, you're going to get caught out a little bit, so you have to be a bit more precise with it. You can't really let the player take over with his passing. It's not really his style. His style is more his dribbling, and you can kind of get away with some nice little finesses and stuff like that. But for me, the best attributes with him was when he was just dribbling, getting active, and he did a really good job in and around the box. He kind of reminds me of Mahrez from a few years ago. That's kind of the card I would refer to him as. He's just a really fun card. 5-star skill moves. 3-star weak foot is a bit of a problem. That's another con that I mentioned, was his passing and his weak foot. Being a little bit heavily reliant on his left foot, which is why I think the play styles do complement him, because he does have the trivela. So you don't really need the right foot, because if you're on your left foot, you go far post finesse, near post trivela. So it allows you to be a little bit more one-footed because of the range of shooting ability. So overall, not a bad card. I'll give him like a 7.5. He's really cheap though. That's the one thing I think is good, because I think with Gauntlet as well, you know, you want to have some fun squads, and you're not going to have millions and millions of coins, or even if you are, you want to spend bulk of your coins on your top tier players. So I just feel like he's an interesting player to have in your team. Maybe if you packed him, and you're wondering, you know, is he good? How would I use him? I would use him more as a dribbler. That's his main attribute. He has a bit of pace about him as well, so he can definitely get across the wing. He's got Trickster. He's got a 5-star skill move. So I would use him to beat defenders. That's his main game. I would use him to beat defenders, and then from there, you know, then link it to your other cams or your you know, striker, and let them finish off the goals. But I think for him, his biggest attribute is definitely his dribbling. Really fun card. Give him a go and let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys for another review later on today. Peace.